Let me go ahead and alter your brain chemistry for a second. Y'all want to know what it takes to gain 10 pounds in a literal year? 100 calorie surplus every single day. That's it. That is literally you underestimating the calories in your coffee creamer or the butter on your toast every morning. Or it could be you not overeating it all throughout the week and then having a 350 calorie surplus every weekend for 2 days when you're eating out and having social plans and can't track on the weekends. I'm not saying this to scare you. I just want to put it into perspective that if you're gaining weight or you're not losing, it is simply because your calories are not adding up to a deficit over time, period. And this is exactly the reason behind why my clients who are successful with losing 15 to 20 pounds within my program and maintaining it long-term afterwards are the ones who successfully learn what it means to be calorie conscious. And it does not have to control your life. I know that makes it sound like you have to be micromanaging your calorie intake all the time, but it does not have to be that way. I literally am finishing up with a client in my program now who is 4 pounds away from her goal weight. She was just talking to me today about how she was living with her grandma during the pandemic with absolutely no social life. And she was really depressed because she was going through a breakup. And so all of those things had her basically just not eating, which is the only way she felt like she could lose weight. But of course she wasn't able to sustain it. That's when she joined my program. We got her on a meal plan. It kept her full and satisfied and made it really, really easily doable for her to be consistent enough the majority of the time in a calorie deficit to be able to start seeing progress. But that doesn't mean that we were taking a food scale to restaurants whenever she had social events and weighing things out. And that also doesn't mean that she didn't have a single surplus day across the whole 12 weeks that we worked together. We worked together to pre-plan these social events, eating out, cake tasting with her family, through tracking and through being able to consistently execute enough in a calorie deficit to where she felt confident in her routine. She was able to apply those tactics with the meals that she loves, with the things that are keeping her full and satisfied, to build that around her social life. Yes, we had surplus days. We had days where we ate too many chocolate chips out of the bag. We had days where we overate at a work event. We also had really successful days in a calorie deficit where we went on trips, where we ate out every single day, where she came back from trips and she was hitting new lows after that. Operating all those circumstances with how her lifestyle actually looks is what built her confidence for her to know that she has the knowledge on her own to now be able to switch on and off between sometimes intuitive eating when she needs to, operating with calorie tracking on a day-to-day basis, and doing it in a way where she doesn't feel restricted to where it absolutely controls her life. That prevents you from gaining weight when you feel like you shouldn't be, from being stalled in a plateau thinking that you're doing everything to lose weight and nothing is working. It's the difference between those two situations and losing every single week with actually being able to experience your life.